Welcome back to the channel, guys. This one is gonna be pretty good. So today, as you saw by the title and the thumbnail and all that good stuff, we got something pretty good. Got this for free, literally a mile away from home. It's pretty cool. We're gonna walk around it real quick, see what we can find out about it, and see what we're working with, and then go from there. So this is a 1962 Ford Galaxie 500. And really, it is fairly solid. From what it looks like, there's a little bit of rot down there, but nothing too crazy. Looks like the doors don't latch, apparently. About to figure that out. But yeah, this is kind of what we're dealing with. I can see there's a little hole in the floor over there. Dash is obviously pretty trashed. It says 69,980 on the dash. Pretty neat. No keys, obviously. So yeah, we're gonna have to kind of figure out what we got going on here. Dash is super cool though. Walk around it real quick and kind of see. Roof's in good shape. Would have been a vinyl roof apparently. Definitely moldy. Not too shabby though, really. Got good stainless for sure. Bumper, all that good stuff. Bumper's seen better days. All the lenses and stuff, got a little crack there. Pretty neat. The door on this side's definitely pretty rotted. Overall though, super cool car. Glass is in pretty decent shape. This window is actually broke over there, but the side windows look pretty good. So yeah, let's see what we got. Since there's no keys, I guess we won't be getting into the trunk at this point in time. Definitely no smells in here. That's good. Sounds decent. Let's see what we got back here. So that's a sign that we're missing something up front, maybe. Oh, there's another one. Two more over there, so maybe not. I don't know. A door card for the front driver door. Got a wheel. It's always nice, you know, extra wheels. Air cleaner. Car cover, maybe. Back seat's in decent shape, it looks like. Package tray looks good. That quarter of the headliner looks great. That 3/4 not so much. Rear latches do work. It'd really be nice to get in the trunk, but without keys, I don't think we're going to do that at this point. I don't want to drill it out quite yet because maybe we'll find keys. I don't know. There's them fans. Some secrets. That's nice. Let's see if we can find a date in here on something. Looks like we got some new ignition wires. Those are brand new. That's cool. We got some brand new wheel cylinder springs and seals, stuff of that sort in that bag. A neighbor over here just stopped and said that he bought his property 22 or so years ago, and it's been sitting here since then, at least. So some brand new brake shoes. So if we need to go through the brakes, it looks like we got maybe rears, I don't know, whatever these are. Let's see what these papers are here. Brake parts cleaner. Print date 2009. So that's kind of odd. It doesn't really line up with 22 years ago, but there we go. Here's the receipt. It has all of the ink completely sun faded off of it. What do we got here? There's another wheel cylinder there. That's brand new. And if we need to do brakes on this, I mean, we might be ahead there. Some judicial paper here, 2010. So this thing might have been sitting for, what is it, 2024? So 14 years, I don't know, 14 years since it's been here, maybe, or since somebody has been here. It might have been sitting here longer than that. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Well, haven't found any keys yet, but this guy apparently liked to party. Yep. Seems about right. 29th of June of 2010. So this dude was out here having some cold snacks and trying to fix his car. It might have taken him 5 to 10 years to decide, hey, let's go fix that thing up. And maybe he just dove into his case and got a wild hair, and then sobered up and realized, hey, let's just leave it. So yeah, here we are. Looked under both seats, obviously, because we found that beer can. There ain't nowhere to put them up there. I don't think they're gonna be up there. Nothing in there. Is this dude a smoker? Wouldn't you know? See if we can get in the trunk.
Eleven minutes later.
So, finally got her popped. Let's see what's in this thing. Nothing, but holy crap. Look at all that room. That thing's huge.
That's what she said.
My God. Like, I can't even reach. I'm standing. I can barely, oh, I got her. I can barely reach that. That trunk is huge. Cool. Well, there's nothing in here. So I guess that's good. I don't know. There's a big rust hole there. apparently. Nothing over here, and surprisingly enough, if you look up under here, that floor is absolutely perfect in the trunk. I mean, the gas tank's hanging down, but that floor is great. Got dual exhaust. So, yeah, well, all that hype for nothing exciting in the trunk except for the sheer size of it, so that's sweet. Oh, I guess technically we're gonna need that, so that is something. That's air cleaner lid. That's the air cleaner base that must have gone in the blue housing. So yeah, neat. Back of the seat looks super nice. Yeah, that's it for the trunk, guys. Sorry for the disappointment there. Lug nuts and acorns. Trunk latch works. That's a plus. Let's see if the deal here works. Oh, forward, upside down. Yep, that's it. Outside and interior done. Let's open this hood up and see what we got. So, based on the serial number that I looked at, or VIN number, whatever you want to call it, this is a 352, and it has a Cruise-O-Matic automatic behind it. It's got a Fram filter, so if it's not stuck, that's got to go for sure. Other than that, the fan, I mean, we got 3 choices there. We can put a fan on it. Radiator looks pretty decent, and the thermostat is just chilling, so you have to put that back on. Put a radiator hose on it, upper, sitting right there. So we got that. Carburetor isn't stuck, so that's a plus. Don't know how much stuff has made a home down there, but you know, deal with that later. Generators there. Fuel pump's all there. Fuel pump line has been kind of... Oh, I got a electric pump on there. Interesting. So they kind of took it. Okay. So this would have came from there. I don't know if they were trying to convert it and stopped or what happened, but the electric pump that comes up goes to the carburetor there, so that's been converted. Otherwise, looks fairly complete. All the spark plug wires are there. Everything's pretty well there. Looks like it's got a new brake line on it. Got a breaker bar here. We're gonna stick it down in here. Let's see if this thing is gonna turn over. Oh yeah, really nice actually. I'm gonna get you set up here that way you can see it. Spinning over really good. I can hear compression. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. We got at least a couple turns out of it. It's not real hard to turn, but I also got 2.5 foot of leverage here, so got compression and it's turning. That's a good plus here. It is a side post battery, just kind of, well, it's actually a side post with top posts. Interesting. We got a top post battery at home I'll grab out of the C10, and we'll use it. Looks like we got a relay here. Pretty simple stuff. We can use all that to jump that. We got coil here. We'll probably check that before we get going. And let's see if it's got any oil in it before we get too carried away. Oh yes, it's good. It smells really good too. That's a good plus there. Part of me wants to leave the cap alone. Part of me wants to take it off and see if there's any corrosion in there, because I see that one of the clips back here is missing. So with that said, we might as well just take it off. Oh, those are brand new points. Somebody might have been trying to get this running at some point, because those are brand new. So we're either in really good shape or really bad shape. I would say somebody tried to get this running about 15 years ago, and it sat here before then, if I had to guess. So pretty neat. We got new brakes, we can tell. We got new points and cap and rotor. I don't know, maybe they decided not to put the wires on it because these actually look pretty good, or maybe these are new and they got 2 sets in case one wasn't right. I don't know. Looks pretty good. This is off, like we said, so we'll deal with that if it gets to it. But yeah, I think at this point we might see about getting a battery in it and seeing what it'll do. I don't know, see if we got spark at least, and going from there. Maybe running it off of a fuel jug just to see what we got. We could just put this line straight into a fuel jug and maybe hot wire these. I wonder where they go. Well, we've got a hot wire here, and that one goes straight to the battery, so I think they were probably trying to do the same thing, trying to find a key source or something for this. But yeah, so far it's looking like it might not be that bad. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a battery or fuel or anything with me right now. I just wanted to kind of see if it would turn over, and then I'll probably come back. But it's not far from home, so we will do that in just a minute. See if we can get this thing fired up. Just out of curiosity, before we go getting the battery and fuel and anything, see if these tires are up, because that'd be nice, you know, to get it up out of the ground. There goes one, coming right up. I wonder if the tires got a date code on them. They look fairly new. The white wall looks new. I bet somebody tried to get her going. Oh yeah, that's holding really well, to be honest with you. I don't see a date code right offhand. I'm sure there's one on it somewhere, but I can't see it. 215-7015. Date code's probably buried on that one. Of course, this one's on the bottom. We'll see if it airs up. That one's going right up too. So far, so good. This one doesn't look quite as new. It looks pretty new. Well, came right up out of there. Yep, there goes this one. 3 out of 4. This one's brand new. I mean, brand new tires on it. This is a pretty good deal, I think. This thing's pretty good. Valve stems. See if we got 100%. 4 for 4, come on. If this one's taken or not. Oh, I hear things. At least it's not sunk as bad. Well, it's got air in it. Just be in a hole. Yeah, they all got air in them. So that's cool. Cool. Let's let's see if they hold air, because we'll probably leave it for a day or so. We'll probably come back tomorrow. For me, it'll be right now for you guys, but we're gonna see if we can throw a battery in this thing and throw some fuel down its throat, see if it'll start. If it'll start, then maybe we'll throw that back in there, put the radiator hose on it, touch the brake pedal, and see if it'll drive home. I don't know. What's the worst that can happen? Might as well go in here right now and just, what did the, oh, that's tight. Get a wrench for that. Dry as a bone. So it's gonna need brake fluid at the very least to have brakes. Expected, you know, no biggie. I got brake fluid I can put in there. So it looks like even the proportioning valve's new. You can see you can see right down there. Try and get you down there. There's the old line. There's the new one. They just took it off and left it there. So that brake line's done. I don't know why they left it. We'll probably find out more once we try to get it running, I guess. Same day. Still had some time. So there's a battery. There's some fuel. There's a little snort in a can. if it needs it. Hopefully it won't. So what we're gonna do is try and get this thing at least spark off, because when I went and got fuel and a battery, I told myself, hey, doesn't have brake fluid, grab some of that. Yeah, I didn't. Only a mile away, but if it'll at least spark off, we'll come back tomorrow with brake fluid, and then we'll get that upper radiator hose and thermostat back on and all that good stuff, and we will attempt to drive it home, I guess. But for today, let's just see if we can't get it to say, hey, yeah, let's do this. All right, start with battery. No date code. No. Ouch. I was saying no date code, imagine that, and then I decided to smash the battery on myself. Let's put it on that, where I can at least get to it. So this is the C10 battery, so it should be perfectly fine. That's a negative battery cable that I'm about to completely slam onto a positive terminal, and then watch me promptly complain that I can't get it back off. And I know. You're not supposed to hit battery terminals like this. It's not good for them. It's fine. Done it for a long time, and I've never had one have an issue, so don't worry about it, I guess. It'll be alright. Beat that on there. You'll have good connection there. So yeah, got our power and ground. Let's see if the pump makes noise. Survey says. No. If I need to grab my own little pump, I can do that too. But let's see if we got a key. Key's working. Cranked over. Did you hear that? I just wanted to see if I had lights, but cranks. All right, that's a plus, I guess. I guess out of strict curiosity, I'm gonna give it a small little and crank it and just see if we hear anything, because that will determine how deep we go this weekend, and if we keep going. Now, I know you're not supposed to do that, everything's dry. Listen, I just want to hear one pop, and then I'll be good. Okay? Is that acceptable? I mean, are we on the same page here that we can at least do that? Okay, see? It didn't even do anything anyway, so it's not a big deal. Let's see. I guess we should get the old voltmeter out, maybe. Alright, so we got the key on in there. We got our negative hooked up there. We got power to the coil. So that's a plus. Whether the coil is working or not, you know, hard telling. But it is a plus. We're gonna give it one more shot before we really dive into this and see what we can find out. way too much. That way he'll know. Not a thing. So I don't have one of them little, ouch, I don't have one of them little spark testers, so I'm not gonna be able to do that. We're gonna have to address that tomorrow. Out of time today, so we'll come right back tomorrow, see what we can find out on this, get it some spark, get it some brake fluid, see if we can't get it running, and see if we can't drive it home. That'd be pretty cool. Alright guys, so it's the next day. It's very nice out, but you will have to bear with me because it is very, very windy. So hopefully there's not a ton of wind noise and you can understand all this. But 3 out of 4 tires are still aired up. The passenger rear is flat. Not too bad, I'll take that. So today we're going to throw that battery back in it, and then we are going to see if we can get this thing spark, and then see if we can feed it some fuel, see if we can get it running. If we can get it running, we'll put some brake fluid in it, see if we have any brakes at all, and if we have even a slight ounce of brakes, we will put some water in it and see if we can get it home. So let's see what we can do. Alright, so battery is in it, and I did go ahead and check with the multimeter here again, because I know we didn't have spark yesterday. So I checked here again, and at first it was 12 volts, and then literally a couple seconds later it was like 6.5, and then we had like 1 volt over here. So I knew we had an issue probably somewhere in this wire. I mean, it's broke here. So what I did, that fuel pump wire, obviously the fuel pump yesterday didn't do anything anyway, so I took it, put an end on it, and basically just hot wired the coil real quick here, and that obviously got good voltage to here. So when I had voltage here and would move the points just looking in there, it wasn't doing anything at all. So now we'll go ahead and hook up our coil here. Obviously we know that we got good 12 volts there now because it's straight from the battery, and if you watch, you can see that down there, you can hear it for sure. Got a nice good spark there now. So what I'm going to do, so put this cap back on and make sure all our wires and stuff are nice and in there. We do not have that back clip still, so I might have to try and zip tie it down somehow on that side. But we'll go ahead and try and tie that down. Again, sorry for the wind if you guys can hear that. It's pretty windy today. We'll tie that down and we'll give her a little snort and see if we get anything at all. If we do, then I guess we'll try to address the fan and front pulley. We do not have a belt, so getting it home might not be an option. I mean, it's not real far, so I don't really know yet what we're gonna do there. But in any event, let's see if we can get it running. We got the cap zip tied down. It's not going anywhere now. We're gonna plug in the coil, give her a shot, see if this thing makes any noise. Alright guys, coil's hot. Here goes nothing. I will say it does not sound very good, but it's not really running very well either, so let's give it some actual gas, see what that does. Got a little pump hooked up right there, and we just got power and ground straight to the battery here. and got it primed, but got a problem. Yeah, float's stuck. So we're gonna fix that. But I don't know if you can see down in there very well. Got squirters, so that's a plus. But we also have a ton of fuel just pouring down in there. Looks like we fixed our float issue because it's no longer absolutely pouring out. But let's crank for just a second since it's more than likely completely flooded now. Let's see what we got. Well, help if I hook up the coil probably. So yeah, now that there are gas fumes everywhere, let's start it. It's running. There you have it. Sitting there idling. Took our fuel pump back up here. Where'd it go? Nope, it's on the ground. Put that up. It's running. Fuel looks like it picked up. Is it still there? Nope. Just lost it. I can see there's fuel there. Honestly, it doesn't sound too terrible. See what, it'll idle long enough to get to the back, hear it. Absolutely no smoke, and this thing is quiet. It honestly sounds pretty good. Still idling. Just running like a champ. That's exactly what you do to them after 20 years, because, you know, why not? This thing... this thing's running so good. Like... this sounds really good. No problem at all for this thing. If we got any gauges in here, we got a temp gauge, fuel gauge. So yeah, no oil pressure or nothing, but we don't have any lights. Alright, I'm gonna cut it off because obviously there's no water in it. So now that we know it runs, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. That's awesome. And actually, I turned the coil off, it's still running, so it's pulling power from that coil wire, so that's awesome. This thing runs pretty good. I mean, for free, we'll take that all day long. I can't get over how good it sounds back here. This thing might be a dang good cruiser, not gonna lie. If we can get the brakes figured out, and get the cooling package, we know we have that hose and the thermostat, but we got a plug out of the water pump as well. So the generator is free. Water pump is stuck. I mean, even if we put a pulley on that, that thing is stuck. So it needs a water pump. Probably needs thermostat housing. We could probably use this, to be honest. Clean that up, put that back in. And then I think on these, they must have a reservoir that goes here because there's no radiator cap on this at all, so I have to look that up. Honestly, this might be worth getting a couple parts and doing it here and just seeing if we can drive it home from here. I really don't, I mean, being that it runs as good as it did, I don't really want to drive it home without any radiator or water in it. I mean, that would not be very good. Before we end this video, we know it starts, we know it runs. It runs pretty well, to be honest. I want to put some brake fluid in this thing, see if we have any brakes, and if we have just a little bit, I want to see if this thing will go forward and back, and then on another video, maybe we'll put a water pump and a belt and maybe a reservoir if it needs something like that on it, just the bare minimum, and then see if we can get this thing home on its own. I don't want to trailer it if we don't have to, and I think that would be really cool. So let's get some brake fluid in this thing and see if the transmission works. It was parked here for a reason. So far I ain't figured it out, so let's figure it out. Alright, let's put some brake fluid in this thing. Honestly guys, while I'm doing this, just to talk about it a little bit, if you guys don't have a bunch of money or something of the sort, but you want something cool to drive, just go drive around, you know, see what you can find out sitting in the back of somebody's field or whatever, and talk to them. Say, hey, you want to sell that? Now, you're gonna get discouraged because most of the time I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix that, you know. But sometimes you'll get these guys that say, yeah, you know, it's been sitting there a long time, and it's time to go. Nobody's asked about it, you know. Give me this much, and it might be a real good deal. Snag it. Chances are, it might surprise you. A lot of these old cars that I've done take little and nothing to get going, so don't be afraid to try it. If it don't work out, try to get your money back. I don't know, try another one. That one went straight to the ground, so that's cool. Absolutely no resistance. Nope. Nope. Maybe we'll try to start it in neutral. Got reverse. Hey, we got drive. So, we got reverse and drive. Now, the reason it didn't really move, like I said, that passenger rear tire is still flat, so it's kind of saving us right now from just driving where we don't want to go. But it's got reverse, it's got drive, it's obviously got park. It doesn't have a horn. My son's not going to be happy about that. We're going to fix that. Anyhow, it's got reverse and drive, so that's a plus. And literally breathe on this key. I'm gonna do it again just because I feel like it. Probably ran out of fuel there because I didn't plug the pump in. But now I'm not even plugging the coil in. It's just starting off the key, so something good happened there. Open this door. Literally just gonna breathe on this key here. Get out there, buy an old car, tinker with it. It's the most fun you're gonna have in a long time. So, like I said, maybe we'll get a water pump and reservoir and whatever we need for this thing, see if we can't get it complete cooling, all that stuff. Throw the air cleaner back on it. Maybe try and get a little bit of brakes. Like I said, it's completely nothing. So we'll see what's going on with the brakes, and then if we can get 1 or 2 brakes, we'll drive this thing home. So thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. I know that the revival content has been kind of very few and far between lately. The Chevelle has really got to get done, but this was super cool. There is one more vehicle fairly close around here that I would like to do at some point in time. Try to get out of the wind for you. I don't know when that will happen or if it will. Hopefully it does. But this one has been pretty cool, and literally I've been out here a total of, I was out 2 hours yesterday, and I've been out here 1 hour and 20 minutes today. So 3 hours and 20 minutes I've been messing with this car, and it's running, goes into gear, does all this stuff. So go out there and do it, guys. Thank you again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll get back to this hopefully fairly soon and get a couple parts, but we got to get going on that Chevelle and got to get it done for Streetcar Takeover. So thanks again for watching. See you soon.
Sky's not the limit, it's just the beginning.